Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Walillahi alhamd. يقول الله عز وجل: كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in this past month that I have prescribed fasting for you, as I have prescribed it for the nations before you, so that you may achieve taqwa. And this is our opportunity on the day of Eid to reflect and to look back and to enjoy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us this day as a day of eating, as a day of socializing, as a time so that we may spend together, so that we may look back and we may do takbir, and we may do tahleel, and we may do tasbih. This is our way of being thankful to Him, as Allah Azza wa Jal. He Azza wa Jal has given us that beloved month so that we can purify ourselves, so that we can strengthen our hearts, so that we can strengthen our relationships with Him Azza wa Jal, just as we worked on strengthening our relationships with each other. He subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us that month as a training ground, as a reinvigoration of our iman and who we are. And how many of us are able to look back on that beautiful and blessed month, and the time that we spent with the Quran, the time that we spent in our salah, the time that we spent fasting, the time that we stayed with our families and made iftar with them and invited others over and spent time with others. If we were able to be like that in our month, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has shown us our potential. He has shown us our ability. He has shown us what we are capable of and how good a Muslim that we can be. So what did we learn? Did we truly become better? Did we truly benefit? Did we truly grow? And today, this Eid day is a day of remembrance. It's a day that is a reminder to us of the happiness and the pleasure that we can achieve when we are seeking and striving to be closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to bless us. I ask Him Azza wa Jal to accept our qiyam and our siyam and everything that we put forward in the following month. وَقُولُوا قَوْلِي هَذَا وَاسْتَغْفِرُ اللَّهَ لِي وَلَكُمْ وَلِسَائِرِ الْمُسْلِمِينَ كُلِّ ذَنبٍ خَطِيئَةٍ إِنَّهُ هُوَ الْغَفُورُ الرَّحِيمُ. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us also, قُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ وَأَهْلِيكُمْ نَارًا, that save yourselves and your family from the hellfire. And the only way that we can save our families from the hellfires and even in ourselves is by developing a relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and developing a relationship with our families. He Azza wa Jal has made this an obligation on all of us as fathers and those who look after our homes and those mothers and their children. So what are we doing to save ourselves and what are we doing to save our families? Many of us will say, well, you know, Sheikh, we pray and we put our kids in hifz schools. All of those things are great. And I think those are wonderful and we should continue doing those things. But if my child does not trust me, if I don't trust my father, then how I'm going to protect myself and how am I going to protect my family from the hellfire? If my son doesn't come to trust me, to tell me the things that he sees, and doesn't ask me on how to deal with them, am I truly protecting my son or daughter from the hellfire? And some of us might ask, well, how do I develop that trust? Well, today is a perfect example of that. On this Eid day, am I going around and doing those things that I enjoy doing? Or am I doing those things that my children enjoy doing? This Eid day is a complete example of how we spent our month of Ramadan. The month of Ramadan, many of us, we probably spent our time in the masjid. Some of us might even made i'tikaf. Some of us were making qiyam. But what we probably weren't doing was spending time with our family. Well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us today. He's given us this Eid day to show that, listen, maybe I wasn't as supportive. Maybe I wasn't as reflective. Maybe I didn't spend as much time as I should have with you. Well, today is your day. And I'm here, and all my time is for you. So I hope and I pray and I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us from true qawamin, from true individuals who stand up and who support their families and defend their families and spend useful quality time with their family. May Allah Azza wa Jal give us all tawfiq. May He make us all upright, and may He make us all upstanding, He make us good husbands and fathers and wives and brothers and sisters. وجزاكم الله خير وتقبل الله منا ومنكم وعيدكم مبارك.